Alright guys, welcome. I'm going to redo, for the third and final time, a Stalker Gamma install guide. Two reasons why I want to redo it again is one, on my last one, people messaged me saying it's not working, and I want to basically prove that if you follow the steps correctly, it will work. And two is I've recently upgraded my hard drive. The other one was quite full, and I had to keep deleting things to install new things onto it. So I've upgraded to a bigger one, and the one I upgraded it from had Stalker installed. So I put my new hard drive in, and I've got to reinstall Stalker again. So I thought, why not? Let's do a third and final install guide. Try and make it as simple as possible for you guys to understand. So as long as you follow along and do the steps correctly, you shouldn't have any issues. If you do have issues, if you have technical issues, you're missing a mod, or there's something, you've got an issue that's not related to the install steps, then do not come to me. There is a support channel in the Stalker Gamma Discord. Go to there, see if you can get official support. Anyone that leaves me messages on YouTube, I'm going to ignore. I'm not going to respond. If you do need to get in contact with me, the best thing to do is on my YouTube, there is a link to my Discord. Come and join Discord and come and speak to me that way. Alternatively, if you do also write me a message on Discord saying, I followed you guys, it doesn't work, I'm just going to ignore it. If it's a technical issue, I'm going to ignore it. I've told you to come to the Stalker Gamma Discord, go to the official support, because I'm not going to know what's wrong. I just follow the steps and it always works for me. If you think you've followed the steps wrong, you've misunderstood what I'm trying to show you, you don't get something, and you need help with the actual install process, then leave me a message on Discord, write me a ticket, whatever. I can support you that way. But if it's a technical issue, it's something with a mod, or you're getting some sort of error message that it won't load, then you need to go to the official Discord. Other than that, oh yeah, also I don't know what the minimum specs are for this game. So if you think you've got a bit of a potato PC and you struggle to run certain games, it may be worth finding out what the minimum specs are. Again, using the Stalker Gamma Discord, getting official support help for that, and just see what the minimum specs are. Make sure your computer can run it, laptop, computer, whatever it is, can run the game before you start downloading and installing stuff. Apart from that, let's just get onto it. I don't think I need to mention anything else. But yeah, just to make it sure it's clear, one final time, any comments on YouTube or Discord saying it doesn't work, or something across them lines, and it's a technical issue, I'm not going to respond to you. I'm going to ignore the message, so it's just a waste of your time. Right, anyway, let's get going. Now, I'll put the link in the description box, as I usually do with these sort of things. But go to the install channel on the Stalker Gamma Discord and just read through the stuff that you need before starting. There's a little guide there, and then a little bit underneath there's the installation guide. Now, I'll go through this with you, but it may just help you to have a read of this, just so you at least understand. There is a couple important things I would say that you want to do. When you create folders, when I create folder names, it says do not use any special characters, so keep that in mind. And it's recommended. I don't do it. I haven't had any issues, but it may be worth doing for you if you are having issues. It's recommended to disable your antivirus or add an exception for Anomaly and Gamma folders. Because it says Bitfender will 100% crash your game. It doesn't like the MO2 virtual file system. So just keep that in mind. You may need to disable your antivirus. I'm not going to, because it seems to work for me. Right. Apart from that, I think that's everything really so far. Of course, step one, make sure you got enough room. Right, first thing you want to do is, if you haven't got any sort of zip program, there is a link here on step 2 to download 7-zip. It says you'll need to use 7-zip. It doesn't mention other zip programs, but it does mention not to use WinRAR. I use a zip program called BandyZip. That works just fine. So if you have any other zip program that's not 7-zip and it's not WinRAR, it should work fine. And my zip program will probably work different to yours. You just got to kind of follow along the best you can do. when, you know, I'm dealing with the zip side of things. Right, now, okay, step 3 and step 4, there's a couple of links you need to download. So if you click on them, click on the blue link. So I'm just going to click on step 3, but you will need to do step 4 too. Click on step 3, it'll take you to the Stalker Anomaly main download thing. So scroll down slightly and click on the red download now box, and then do the same on step 4 and download that one. I've already got it. I'll show you in a minute. I've already downloaded it ready. Once you've done that, once they're downloaded as well, you want to do the same on step 5. You've got 4 mirrors here. You only need to click on one of them. If one doesn't work, try the next one. And just keep trying each link until one works if the previous one doesn't work. But like I said, if say the first one works for you, fine, that's great. There is another link here in case the mirror's being at max capacity and you're struggling to download. You can click on this link here, and it will take you to this MLNDL7 website. We can download some more links. But what I've been finding lately is when I click on, say, this Mirror 1 link, it takes me straight to this link anyway. So basically, let's just say, let's click on Mirror 1. Let's see what it does. If you get a dangerous thing, it's fine. Just let it, just continue to download. We go see. It takes me to this gofile.io /d/mlndl7 website anyway, which is the same as if you was to click on this link, like that. It should do, when you click on these mirror links, it should take you directly to the download link. If it doesn't, it's fine. If it takes you to this site, it's good. Okay, and all you need to do is you need to make sure you download only one, because they're all the same, one of these Gamma RC3.7 zip files. So only one. If the first one doesn't work, say it's struggling to download, click on the next one, because you get like max capacity, so sometimes they struggle to download. But click on one of the download links until you get one that actually works. Once you've got them downloaded, if you go to wherever you want to install it on your hard drive, I'm doing mine on my new hard drive, which is my E drive again. You should have. So I've extracted them. It doesn't really matter where you extract them. You can extract them to wherever. I just like to extract it to wherever I'm going to be working from. It's just easier to have it all in one place. So we've already got mine. We've got the 2 anomalies, which is on step 3 and 4. And then we got the Gamma RC3.7 zip file, which we've downloaded. Right, now we need to create 2 folders. So just simply right click. And again, I'm doing this on my E drive. If you're doing this on your C drive, D drive, whatever drive, you would do that there. But create a new folder, and we'll call this Anomaly. Right, Anomaly. We'll just call it Anomaly files, I guess. This is where this is where my Anomaly stuff is going to go. Again, it doesn't matter what you call it, as long as there's no special characters in there. And then we'll create another folder for the Gamma. So create, right click, new folder, and this is Gamma files. Again, just like that. Right, now what we want to do is we want to take the Anomaly 1.5.1.2 7-zip, and we want to extract this. Now this is where your whatever zip program you're working with or got is going to be a bit different, but you basically want to extract the file to the Anomaly files folder, or whatever folder that you've called this. This is where you want to extract this. So for me, I just right click, I extract to another folder, and I choose where I want to put it. So we'll choose, double click on my E drive, we'll double click on the folder we created called Anomaly files, and then we'll press OK. Right, this will just take a couple of minutes. Once this is done, I'll be back with you with the next step. Okay, that's extracted, so we can go ahead and close that. Now what we need to do, and before we go any further, just so you're aware, we have literally just done step 1 of the installation guide. We are on the installation process now, if you wasn't clear of that. So you can try and keep up if you want to look at this, but it's just easier just to watch the video and basically do as I do. But yeah, right, what we now need to do is if we open up, now if you've extracted it right, if you've done everything right, when you go into the folder that you created, so in my case it's Anomaly files, you should have a subfolder inside there saying Anomaly 1.5.1.2. If you open that up, you've got a load of folders and files and all this sort of stuff. If it doesn't look like this, if you don't have this subfolder with these files inside, you've done something wrong. Go back and redo it again. You know, go back. There's no point continuing if the very start of it's wrong, because it won't work. So again, into the folder that you created, you've got this subfolder, go into here, and then we got this data. Now I need to go into here, so what I'm going to do, the way my zip program works, I need to keep this open, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, and I'm going to just open a new file explorer. So I've got two file explorers open. Oh, let's just put that there, I guess. We're going to go back into my E drive. We're going to get the Anomaly 1.5.1 to 1.5.2 update 7-zip. And we're going to basically open this. We're going to just double click on it. And again, if your zip program works differently, do whatever you need to do to open it. So I'm going to double click on it, and it opens up in my zip program. What we're going to do is we're going to get all these. So I like all them, and we're going to click and drag, and we're going to drag it into this Anomaly 1.5.12 subfolder that was created with all this data in. So in this location, that makes sense. It's going to say the same files that exist. What we're going to do is just going to click the apply to all box, keep it on overwrite, and we're going to click OK. So you basically overwriting all the stuff that's already there. And we're going to let this do. This again will probably take a minute or two. It might just take. I'll let this do. It's almost done. Actually, it's almost done, so I might as well just stick with it. Looks like it's going up pretty quickly. But yeah, we'll just let this do. I hate all these pop-ups. So if you just heard someone shout, that's my wife. She's just shouted to me that she's going back to work, so I apologise for that in the background. Yeah, right, so that's all extracted there. We've updated the files. Right, we can close out the zip program. I can just close out that for now. Now, at this stage, we want to launch the anomaly launcher.exe, and this is important, so do not forget this step. I'm going to launch it. I'm going to launch it to the main menu. You'll see me do it. And once we're at the main menu, I'm going to exit. I'm not going to do any changes or load the game up. I'm just going to launch the main menu and exit. The reason I'm telling you now is because there's going to be some music in the background. And it's pretty much hard for me to talk over that for you guys to hear. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, yeah. Before I forget, so once you launch it, you'll get to this, the Anomaly launcher. Just click play Stalker Anomaly. Just like that, load it to the main menu, and then just exit it back to Windows. That's all you need to do. That is the Anomaly side of things done. Now we need to move on to the Gamma side of things. So we're basically on now step 4 in the Discord here. Right, and we're basically just doing what we've already done, but with the Stalker stuff. So what I need to do is I'm going to right click on the Gamma RC3. And I just said we're going to do what we need to do with the Stalker stuff. I mean Gamma. We're dealing with the Gamma side of it. So we're going to right click on the Gamma RC3, and we're going to choose a folder to extract it to. So just like before the first time, and instead of clicking Anomaly files, I'm going to click my Gamma files. And again, whatever you've called your folder, this will be where you put it. And I'm going to select OK. And we'll let this extract. This will take a few minutes, so I'll let this do, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, that's done. Didn't take very long at all. Thought it'd take longer than that, but that's all extracted. Right, now what we need to do is we actually need to go into that Gamma files folder. You'll see we've got a subfolder called Gamma RC3. So again, if you don't see this, you've done it wrong. Make sure you've got this folder inside of the Gamma folder that you've created. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Make sure you've done it right. We're going to go into that folder. We're going to go into the Grox mod pack installer, and this is quite an important step. And then we're going to go into the Gamma folder, so the G.A.M.M.A folder. Oh, double click on it. And we're going to go into the mod pack patches folder. And we want to basically copy all these. So I like them all. Right click. We're going to copy. We're going to go back to basically the main drive of your folder, and we're going to go into the anomalies files folder, or again whatever you've called yours, and then we're going to go into the anomaly 1 point thingy. So we're into this, and then we're going to right click in here on an empty space, and we're going to paste. And again, it's saying the stuff already exists with the same name. We're just going to replace the files in this destination. So basically overwrite whatever you've got there. So we'll just replace them all. Just like that, that's done. Now we're going to go back again to the Gamma files folder. We're going to go into the Gamma RC3. And we're going to go into the Grox mod pack installer folder once again. Right, now we want to launch the gamma.installer, or not gamma dot, but it's the gamma installer.exe file. So let's just launch this. Basically, it's saying Windows Defender has got unrecognized that. We're just going to click more info and click run anyway. It's perfectly fine. Right, you should get these two boxes pop up. What we now need to do is we now need to click on this allow PowerScript shell box. So we'll just click on that. You can see in the background here, it's done some little data stuff. And then we want to click Launch MO2. You should hear like a little error message, and in the background somewhere there'll be like a little error box, but I'll show you what you need to do. So if we click Launch MO2, right, you heard that little error message. So if we now move, if we move everything, here we go. We've got this little error box. Just move everything to one side so you can see this little error box. It's basically saying it can't open the portable instance thing. Just click OK on this. It's fine. This should pop up. And then you should get this instance portable box that pops up. If you click Browse. And then we need to go back. So just go back to your main hard drive. So for me, it's on my E drive, and then we want to go to the anomalies files folder, or again, whatever you've called yours, just not the one where the gamma is. So we click on, double click on the anomalies file. So we get to this little anomalies 1.5.2 subfolder. Click on that, and then just select at the bottom here, select folder. And then that's loaded up in the background there. Right. You get this little show tutorial. You don't need it. I'm just going to click never ask to show tutorials. I'm just going to click no. Right, and then can't really see without there, but you get this Stalker Anomaly mod organizer pop up. What we're going to do is we're just going to click cross. We're just going to close this down. So just close the Stalker Anomaly mod organizer application down. So we just click on the cross. We will need this in a minute, but as of right now, we don't need this. There's a few things that we've got to do first. So just close that down like so. What we need is we need this Grox automated modular mod pack for Anomaly installer. Right, we now need to download the gamma data. So if we go ahead and click on download gamma data, you can see we got this little downloading box pop up, and this is downloading the gamma data. This will probably take, I'm not sure, maybe for me, I think it's about 20 minutes or so, maybe a little bit less than that. I will let this do. Once this is all done, I'll come back to you. If you're sat here, if you're doing this for yourself and you're sat here watching this, letting this do, just be careful, because sometimes when this green box gets to the top, it'll close this, and then it'll reopen another downloading box up, and it'll download another file. So before you move on to the next step, just make sure all this download and stuff as actually downloaded. It's not going to open another thing up and download. You want to make sure you've downloaded all the files fully. But yeah, I'll let this do, and then I'll come back to you once this is done. Okay, that's done. It actually didn't pop up with any other boxes. I think it's maybe the full gamma installation. you'll get multiple boxes. But again, it's just something to be aware of. It does say in this list, and I haven't done it, it is recommended to uninstall Global MO2 instance on your computer. I've never done this, and it seems to work fine. But if you want to know how to do this, basically it tells you what to do here. Is you just need to open up your Start Windows box and type program. So just type pro, get into your little search box, type pro when I can spell correctly, go to the add or remove programs, and then look for Mod Organizer 2 in the list and uninstall it. So if we can just search for it in here. Okay, we don't have it. Mod. Okay, we don't even have it. But yeah, if you do have it, it says to uninstall it. I don't have it, so it's perfectly fine, so I'm not going to do it. Right, now without trying to confuse you, we've done step 1, step 2, and we downloaded the Gamma data. We now need to download the full Gamma installation. This will take a while, at least for me. If you've got a good internet and a good PC, this may only take, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, maybe less, maybe a little bit more. For me, it will actually take a good few hours, maybe, you know, most of the day. So I'm just going to let this do, and once this is all done, I'll be back with you. But like I said, on the other one, we downloaded the Gamma data, there will be multiple boxes. So if we just clicked full Gamma installation, these little boxes that you can see me moving around in the top left, the screen bar will go up, close the box, and then I'll open another one. Well, I'll let you see it, and then it'll download another one. I'll just let you see this one do, just so you can see what I'm on about. See, it got almost to the top, it closed, and then another one reopens. So before you move on to the next step, which I'll show you once this is done, make sure all this is fully downloaded and installed. It's not like trying to download nothing else. So when it closes, you're not going on to the next step. Make sure nothing else opens. Anyway, I'll let this do, and then I'll be back with you once again once this is done. And again, sorry for being I'll be back with you once again, but I'm not going to sit here for hours worth of video, make you watch hours worth of video. I only need to show you the important bits, the bits that you need to do. You don't need for me to show all this. You don't need to sit here watching all this download. But yeah, anyway, I'll be back with you once this is all done. Alright, so it looks like the full Gamma installation is actually done, and actually didn't take that long. It took about a couple hours, I'd say, give or take, but it wasn't that long at all. And I forgot to say, actually, you know when the full Gamma installation is done, because you've got this green bar that will go up, and that will be at the top here. But yeah, just make sure that's at the top. You've got no more of them downloading boxes appearing, and you should be good to go. Right, it does say, pay attention to this, it does say it's creating a shortcut to the mod pack MO2 instance on the desktop. The last couple of times I've done this, it hasn't actually created that shortcut, and we've had to put it on the desktop. You don't need it on the desktop, but it's a nice quick way to launch the game if you want to play it without going into the files. I'll double check mine in a second to see if it has gone on there. If it hasn't, I'll show you how you create the shortcut. But once that's done, we've got just a couple more things to do. The next thing you need to do is click on this green box which says only install Gamma add-ons. If we click on that, that's done. Just takes like a second. Then what you can do is we can close out of this. We do not need this now, so we can close that. So click the red close button at the bottom left there. If we go into our files, first off, let's just check. Let's just close that. Don't need that open. Let's just check, see if we've got a shortcut. No, I can't see any shortcut. You can also search for it. I think it was called mod. Yeah, there's nothing popping up. Mod organize. Yeah, there's nothing popping up with an actual app. You'll know if you've got it on your desktop because you'll see it. If we search, you've got it. This is. That's what we want, actually. Is it there? Now, that just takes me to the thing. Right, basically, you'll know if you got it, because if, say, we search, I don't know, TeamViewer, you'll see it come up here as an app. And if we search mod, there's no app for mod organizer. So we'll create one, but if you can search for it, if it's there, or if you just look on your desktop, you can see it there. That's good. If it's there, it's good. If not, what you can do is go back to your files. Go back to, so let's just go back to the Gamma RC3 folder. We'll scroll down and you can see it's here, modorganizer.exe. Just right click, copy, and right click on your desktop and click paste. Just like so. And I don't know why that's like, my background's gone, but don't worry, that should come back. Right, and you can see we've got the shortcut there. Right, now what we can do is, we don't know why the background's gone, it'll come back. It's done this before a few times. We just launch the mod organizer, so double click on it. It failed to start because, oh, hang on a minute, just click OK. Go to the files. Let's see if we, oh no, hang on. Launch it from here instead. Right, okay. So yeah, launch it from, I don't know why it didn't work from there, but launch it from your file. Let's go back to that. The Gamma folder. Scroll down and launch it from there. You'll get this error message saying it cannot find the Gamma data. Just click OK. You're good. Right, now we've got the mod organizer. At this stage, you'll see you can actually launch it from your desktop. I don't know why you couldn't launch it from your desktop to start with, but the first time you launch it, I would make sure you launch it from inside the Gamma files, inside your folder here. So again, your Gamma files folder, whatever you called it, your Gamma RC3, just scroll down a little, and modorganizer.exe. Launch it from there. You'll get the error popping up saying it can't find the profile. Just click OK. Then you'll get this mod organizer application load up. At this stage, we're pretty much ready to go. We will revert back to the Discord a second, but you can see we've got the Gamma profile, which it should already put as default. We've got 358 mods active. And again, we'll revert back to Discord. We will check. So at step on the installation guide, I think it's on. On step 10, you should have 358 active mods in your MO2. And this is your MO2, your mod organizer version 2. And we got 358. Now, for you, if this could be different, depending on the time that you try and install this game. Say you try and install this 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line, whatever it is, the active mods may be different. So just check on Discord, check how many you should have, because this will get updated, and check on your mod organizer and make sure they're the same. If it's wrong, if they're different, you need to come to, like I said, to the Stalker Gamma Discord and get official support. If you haven't got this at this stage, I do not know what the issue is. I cannot help you whatsoever. And again, you leave me messages, comments, whatever, I'm going to ignore it because I won't be able to help you. It's simple as that. Right, now, providing you've got the right amount of mods, the next thing you need to do is on the right here where it says Anomaly Launcher in this little blue box, click the drop down arrow, and you can either choose, depending on your CPU, DX11 AVX or DX11. I'm going to choose DX11. But if we go back to the Discord, you can see here, basically step 11, Stalker Gamma is now ready to run. DX11, select Anomaly DX11 in your MO2 and click Run. DX9 doesn't work. AVX generally has a worse performance unless you have a 12900K or 5950X CPU. I don't have any of them CPUs, or at least I don't think I do. So I'm just going to select DX11, which is what I've done in my mod organizer. But if you do have one of them CPUs, you can do the DX11 AVX. Right, once that's done, just click Run. I'm going to click Run. It's going to load up the game, but there is probably going to be some sound. So I'll mute that if there is. I'm not sure if there will be, because I have already done this installation once already, and I didn't like how I recorded it, so I redid it again. So it might save my settings, but the first time for you is it may, when it loads up the game, have the background music in. But let me check. If I'll let's run it, and we'll see. Right, guys, just while this is like loading up, I just want to apologise for the background noise. Obviously, I got my kids at home, and my little one was just shouting downstairs, and it sort of echoed up. And my mic's quite sensitive, so it picks up a lot of noise. So any sort of background noise like that, I do apologise for. I just didn't want to have to redo this video again. But yeah, apart from that, you can carry on watching the video now. Okay, it's loaded up. I just cut it there because it actually took a few minutes. If you get what I just got, it loads up with like a black screen. And for me, it took about 1 to 2 minutes on that black screen. But then eventually, you know, come up with this, which is fine. So if you do get a black screen, just give it a few minutes. It may take a bit longer depending on your computer. I don't know. But if you do get a black screen, just leave it. If you probably got that black screen for probably longer than 5 minutes, I guess there may be an issue. But for me, I had a black screen, about 1 to 2 minutes, it come up with this. And I have literally just gone into the settings and into sound, and I've turned the music down because there was music. Right. If yours loads up with a weird resolution, like mine's a bit of a weird resolution, go ahead and go into your visual settings and your resolution and change it. So I'm just going to change this quickly. You may find this may close down the game. Every time I do it, it closes down the game for the first time, and then I go back, launch the game, go back in and adjust it. So let me just see if that actually is the same this time. So I want 1920 by 1080. You can see it's closed the game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to relaunch the game, but I'm not going to just do it now. What I want to do is I want to prove to you that the desktop shortcut I created does actually work. So if we close that down, minimize Discord, close that down, double click on the mod organizer. Why is that not worked? 2 seconds, right. Maybe there was an issue. Maybe it should work there. Let me go back to where it was. Shortcuts do work. Gamma RC3. Let me right click. Let me just create shortcut. Let's do it this way. Drag the shortcut onto your desktop. Minimize that. I'm just going to rename the shortcut so it matches. So all I'm going to pretty much do is delete where it says shortcut and the little line. So it just says mod organizer.exe. Push enter and then let's click on it. Okay, there we go. It worked that way. I don't know why it didn't work when I just copied it. Maybe I needed to launch it before I copied it. I don't know. But you can see if you create a shortcut, it does work from there. Right, we're going to now click run again, and we're going to let this load up. I think it should load up a bit quicker the second time. I don't think I'll get the black screen so long. I still don't know why my background is in here. I'll figure that out in a second. Right, so here's the black screen. There we go. Okay, that black screen, you see come up with this reshade. Before it come up with that, it was about 1 to 2 minutes the first time. But the second time, it should be a lot quicker. So let me just go into the settings. Just this. Now, it shouldn't crash the second time. There we go. I clicked it. Hasn't crashed. Click apply. And there we go. Now my settings are to what they should be. Or at least the resolution is to what it should be. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do a new game just to prove that it actually does work. I'll just leave everything on default, but of course, when you're doing this for your proper time, you want to go ahead and adjust what you want everything to be and choose your loadout and stuff. But because this isn't going to be my actual gameplay, I don't care what I start with. This is just to prove that it works. So this is just loading. We'll just give this, I'll just give this a few seconds or so. I think it will take about 1 minute to load. And then I'll come back to you once it's loaded. Okay, it's loaded. You can now see it says enter the zone. So you can literally just push enter. Oh, we're in a building. It's like dark. Let me just try and get outside so you can see a bit more. I can't remember the controls for this, but you can see we're in the game. Yeah, whatever you said, mate. And it works. So let me just exit it. But yeah, you can see that works. Again, depending on your computer specs, it may load a bit quicker than mine. It may take a little bit longer. But as long as you follow the steps correctly, that will work. Again, if you misunderstood or you think you may have done a step wrong, you don't quite understand a step that I've showed you, feel free to come to Discord and speak with me and I'll help you get in the way. But if you do have a technical issue, I'm not the person to ask. My YouTube channel isn't the place to put a comment on because, yeah, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to know what your issue is, okay? Anyway, thanks for that, guys. This is the last one I'm going to do on this. Any more issues, I'm not going to be doing any more videos, not unless something changes and it's a different process. But yeah, have fun, guys. Until next time, peace out.